Welcome back to the PSB Tip-Off Classic Championship Days. Next contest features Florida Future Elite taking on BC's Finest here in this showcase matchup. And BC's Finest, also known as BC Elite, will win the tip-off. Florida Futures Elite. With their opening possession. Jumper off the mark, offensive rebound. Got caught up there on the footwork though. Bid number 13, Alicia Curry. Backcourt violation there by BC's Finest. Is going to turn it over to Florida Futures Elite. Marcus Burnett joined by Chris Watkins.
That's a dead zone, Eric. Absolute dead zone right there. Work and get it back, Eric. Work and get it back.
Layup there for number 2 for Florida Futures Elite. I believe that's Destiny Henderson, but I don't have her as number 2 here on this roster. So bear with us. Going to take a quick second to go over and look at the scorebook and make sure we have the right numbers for Florida Futures Elite. And we'll be back here with commentary shortly in the interim. Check this one out via video.
Look at the roll, Lou. Look at the roll. Look at the roll. Go, rebounds. Rebounds, Lou. Go, Lou. Hold back. On the arm. That's it.
All right, good to go on rosters.
Roll up the arm.
I pulled the wrong one from the book, so the 17 under elite squad for Florida Futures got that one under wraps. That's number 21, Autumn B. Giles. Ties us up at 6 apiece. Full head of steam going the other way is BC's finest. They can't get the first attempt to go, but persistence pays off as they stick with it and get that one to go after the efforts on the offensive glass. 8-6 now. Nice wraparound pass there by Destiny Henderson. And it was finished inside. I believe that was number 42, Deidre Sherman.
Right, Chelsea. Right, Chelsea. Come on, straight. Brooklyn. Go,
Giles, cross-court pass. Stepping into that one is Destiny Henderson. You give her that kind of look where she can just step into threes and she's going to make you pay. 11-8 now.
Go up, Kelsey.
Not sure this up and down pace favors BC's finest. Our first time catching this particular squad in that BC's finest program play. But I think the up and down pace benefits Florida Futures just when you look at their guard core of Destiny Henderson, Autumn Giles, and Oughton. There you see Henderson knocking that one down. Hand down, man down. 11-8 in favor of Florida Futures Elite. That'll be a travel. We approach the final 30 seconds or so of the first quarter. Going on the mic by Jonathan Hemingway, Autumn Giles in and out there on the three-point attempt.
Hey, Marcus, glad to join you here. Got two PSB family programs here going up against one another, and right on cue, Miss Sandoval, Savannah Dollywall in transition, hitting that layup. We got a close game, 11-10 after one.
Love watching Dollywall play, whether it's at a P-State basketball event here in the ATL area or at the Check Me Out Showcase. A great glue player that does the little things that it takes to win. That will do it for the first quarter. We'll be back with live action after this quarter break. Ready to get the second quarter started. Florida Future Elite. Step back jumper. That one's short. Offensive rebound and earning a trip to the charity stripe there. That's number 13 for Florida Future, Alicia Curry.
Set the deck here for Florida Future. You see Curry at the line. She's joined in the backcourt by number 2, Jaira Alton. Gave her verbal commitment to Furman earlier this spring. Alongside of Alton is 21, Autumn Giles, another class of 2017 prospect. And then number 3, perhaps the most talented player on the court, Destiny Henderson. Currently top 10 in the class of 2018. And a new face for us, at least for the Florida future, is number 8. And we'll have to get her name in just a second, but certainly another talented player for Coach Giles and Alton on the Florida future.
Yeah, I was able to see some of the sauce or potential sauce in her game there with that step back move a couple possessions ago, but I'll make sure we get that name. I want to say I'm gonna take a guess that it's Janae Alton. Number 8 is Amaria Gordon for Florida Future Elite. Out in baseline, too strong on the jump shot. Offensive rebound, wheeling, dealing inside, getting it to go off the window. Alicia Curry. Curry can't get that shot to go. Now it's in the hands of Dollywall. Nice finish there. That's number 13, Tavia Rao.
Tavia Rao, lefty, just a freshman. She really showed out at Bogan Park at our showcase games on Friday. Had some people in the building saying, hey, is she a young Sydney Weiss? You know, because of her stature and being a southpaw. Of course, Sydney Weiss, outstanding sophomore guard, or maybe junior at Oregon State. Of course, went to the Final Four, but currently on hand here, number 2, Savannah Dollywall, doing what she always does, and that's produce. She gives buckets, plays with incredible energy. She's back at it again.
Future Elite with another bucket, 15-14, and your BC's finest. Not the quickest start, but to sit there and be within 1 point. Got to feel good about it, and only getting better on the offensive end as the game goes on as Rowell gets another bucket. Henderson gets the step, the lay-in, and 1. Showing you why she's ranked where she is.
Yes, sir. Currently the number 10 prospect overall, 4-star prospect per prospectsnation.com. Class of 2018. She's so lightning quick with that first step and just a natural scorer.
Henderson gets the back end there of the three-point play, makes it 16-18. Rao this time from three-point land, long rebound brought down by Henderson. Henderson looking to push it, fakes the pass to Alton.
Oh, wow.
And the lay-in.
She's dazzling the crowd here at the Tipoff Classic. Goodness.
Florida's future is in good hands with an elite player like Destiny Henderson. Good to see her yet again here on SUV TV in a matchup where BC's finest is going to make sure we have a good contest here. It's a 4-point game. Caught in a little bit of trouble, but getting it to Dollywall. And BC's finest wants a timeout. So we'll take a timeout with them. We send it out with this Destiny Henderson play moments ago. Just over 4 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Florida Futures Elite with a 4-point advantage. Henderson, a little bit of a shovel pass. That baseline jumper won't fall there for Bethany Brunson. Dollywall misses the first attempt. Wrestles that one away and loses it out of bounds. Haven't heard much from Louise Forsythe so far in this one. I know you mentioned her as a player to watch coming into this game.
Yeah, she's had an outstanding weekend up until this point. However, she has been a little bit quiet. I would expect her to start heating up here in the second half.
Sometimes you can give a player credit. I mean, it's obviously great to affect the box score in a certain way to do numbers to make it happen. Sometimes there's something to be said about playing within the flow of the game, sort of letting the game come to you, not trying to force things. I've seen talented players, if they're quiet at this point in the second quarter, they're going to take a couple got to get these in type shots, whether they're good or bad, just because they're trying to sort of force things and push the envelope. She's just sort of letting the game come to her, as time goes on. Her team's only down 7.
Yeah, the other thing, the way Florida Future plays, you see Forsythe right here get it deflected out of bounds. The way that they play, see the pressure extending. Not to say that Forsythe can't play in the transition game. That's not what I'm saying. But she's a little bit more effective in the half-court game where you see right here, Dollywall going to set the high ball screen. Things like that where she can, kind of get settled, get in a rhythm. That's where you're going to see her make the most impact.
That's a good point, Hemi, because I had noted how when this game first started, it was very up and down, back and forth, a pace that I felt like favored Florida Future Elite. And it's no surprise that, given the nugget that you just mentioned, while it's taking Forsythe a while to really make her mark on this game.
Eventually they are going to need, some shots from Forsythe. I mean, she's a big part of what they do. You see out and getting her nose right in there. They're going to have to, figure out ways to break this pressure and try to get some shots. Good contest there by Curry.
Dollywall with the rebound. And Florida Future Elite just doing a great job defending right now. Everything's contested.
Yes. You see Forsythe made that good move, jab step with the right foot, went left.
Good hustle there by Henderson. She keeps it in to Alton, who saves it right back to Henderson.
Boy, that's an outstanding play right there. It's not a bucket, not a typical highlight, but that's a highlight.
Most definitely.
But to finish my thought on Forsythe, she made a good move, but every step of the way she was having to exert maximum energy to be able to create that space.
Now they work it to the block. Free throw line jumper for Giles. In and out. Now see that night, some over the back calls I feel like they're made because a player was boxed out.
Yeah.
And a certain player had good position, but there was no contact that really warranted an over the back call. Yes, she did reach over. It should have been over the back if the box out had really been followed through on. but there was no contact made for that to really be an over-the-back call.
Let me also clarify the rule for that. You see Forsyth get some space and knock that down. There is no rule in the rule book that says over the back. Over the back is not a foul that is deemed in the rule book. What is deemed, however, is a push, displacement. So I agree with you 100%. Look at Forsyth getting downhill again with the Euro. Can't get the finish, but Dollywall gets the offensive rebound, but can't finish it. But to finish that idea there on over the back, I agree. If there's no contact, it's no foul. You know, if you stand still and I jump over you, which is highly unlikely, by the way, and I don't contact you, I didn't go over the back.
Right.
That's not a foul, and I didn't push you. Now, if I jump into you and I make contact in your back and you move forward a step or two, now that's a foul.
All's well that ends well. She sticks with it, does Alicia Curry. And this time that putback is good. 6-point game.
Hold it, wait for it. Use the screen.
Look at
Here's
that.
Forsyth.
Look at that.
Double.
They turn a ball screen into an automatic double screen on Forsyth. Tremendous defense by Florida Future.
Nice jumper there. Lyric Custodio pulls BC's finest to within 3.
Boy, I like Custodio, man. She can make shots. She can really light it up. There's always a spot for a kid like Custodio, and she can make open shots like that.
Always Forsyth beating the buzzer.
She said, now hang on, you guys there on the SUV TV. I can play in transition.
Right, don't get it twisted. As you see her finish that one and send us into the quarter break. We'll be back. Moments away from getting the second half started back here on SUV TV. It's a 1-point advantage for the Florida Future Elite for those that are just joining us. The best nutshell summary we can give you of the first half, it was a up and down track meet early on. That pace benefited Florida Future Elite, who had an advantage for the majority of that first half, but BC's finest refusing to let them pull away. Since then, we've seen them get clicking more on the offensive end. The Lyric Custodio 3 a couple minutes ago. Louise Forsyth has definitely, her play over the past few minutes has reflected Coach Hemingway's stamp of approval in terms of this weekend and the rising of her stock.
Good point. And the thing that BC's finest has been able to do is just kind of hang around.
Yeah.
Even though you felt like the momentum was solidly in the favor of Florida Future, you know, the lead was never that far out of hand. So a big 3 by Custodio, lay in by Forsyth, and all of a sudden you got a 1-point game.
And a coast-to-coast finish there by Jariah Outen. As you mentioned, Furman commit, member of the Furman coaching staff. sitting there in the stands on the coach's side of the gym. 3-point game now after that steal by Florida Future Elite, but they turn it right over. Entry pass intended for Alicia Curry. More pressure being applied here by Future Elite. Risky pass and the helper. Henderson with the assist, Outen with the lay-in. The Fort Myers High School connection there. And both Destiny Henderson and Outen who play at Fort Myers. A couple other Fort Myers representatives on the squad as well, and number 7, Bethany Brunson, and number 21, Autumn B. Giles. 5-point contest. Custodio directing traffic. Forsythe to Dollywall.
Good ball fake.
Dollywall can't get it to go.
Dollywall's so crafty. Even though that shot didn't go, you see the footwork, feel for the game, even with the left hand right there. Good defense right here, too.
Looking to create space inside. There is Curry. She'll head to the line. You can expect a speedy team that gets up and down. Some good finishes by Outen and Henderson. And some spiffy uniforms. Whenever you see Florida Future Elite pulling up to an event.
Man, they come with it, don't they? They're always lighting up the gym with those uniforms. That's one thing for them, for sure with them.
You love each team's identity, each team's style. Florida Future Elite with a real Sunshine State type color scheme and uniforms. And I can appreciate the BC's finest, a basic black and white.
Hey, bring your lunch pail.
Hey, let's go. Let's get it done. You know, we came here to do what we do in front of these college coaches. 6-point game. Outen. It's right on top of the rim there. Can't get it to go. Hustles for the back tap. That's Kai Lambert. He didn't flinch. I give him credit. Coach Ty Baumgartner there at Collins Hill basketball program. He'd be proud of his player for having a player running full speed at him, not batting an eye.
Former Collins Hill
Yeah.
basketball coach Ty Baumgartner, going back to North Carolina. That may not be on the radar of many of our viewers here from Florida and British Columbia, so I really got to give a lot of credit to Florida Future's defense.
Yeah.
You know, their energy, you saw Outen track that ball down, get the deflection. Earlier, we saw them trapping the high ball screen back in the first half. You can see why Outen is such an impact recruit for Furman. Four-star prospect, as you know, for ProspectsNation.com. Kid like that's going to be able to come right in and contribute right away.
Giles, our most recent contribution, a layup to make it 26-32. Here's Forsythe. Able to finish there with the left. That'll make it a 4-point contest. There you see Henderson in amongst the trees. But she had the advantage. She misses, but reinforcements coming in the form of Alicia Curry. Curry pushes the lead back to 6. Forsythe, stop and pop at the elbow. Money.
When Forsythe has some space, she's a deadly shooter. You see the length, the versatility. But when she gets double teamed and she gets those little guards up in her,
Yeah.
Anybody's going to struggle with that.
Yeah. We take a look at a play from a couple possessions ago. You see Custodio gets it there to cutting Forsythe. who's able to use the right side of her body to shield the defender off, take the contact, and finish with the left.
Freeze! Go, middle, middle, middle. Help, help, Tavia. Look at Tavia, look at Tavia.
4-point game. That shot was either changed or deflected.
Oh, nice pull up.
One kicks off the back of the rim by Henderson, but a great job of creating space.
Boy, this tempo is just constant back and forth right now, isn't it?
It is. Looking a lot like when the game first started.
Like windshield wipers.
Yeah.
Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh.
Henderson over to Giles. Giles turns the corner.
Easy money right there by Henderson.
Maybe a case of over-penetration there, had a wide open three. But then again, you know your personnel, you know what shot are your strengths and weaknesses, so may not have been a shot that she wanted to take.
She could shoot the three. I think the pull-up right there was probably the move right there, 10, 12 feet. That was also an example there for the young freshman of just upper body strength. She kind of got on there and kind of lost the handle of it.
Behind the back, going in, taking some contact, Henderson. Hoop Destiny looking very bright for Destiny Henderson. She makes it an 8-point game with another nice move and finish. Henderson defended well there. Can't get it to go. Now here's Custodio. She's got Dollywall running with her. Instead she'll kick it to the wing. Southpaw jumper. No good. On Mariah Gordon.
Oh boy. Good move, not a very good finish. Well, I like it. Sticking with it, trying to chase that back down on the defensive end.
And I mean, Gordon, she's class of 2021.
Oh, come on now.
So Hemi, you can already see
yeah.
just the pieces, just the moves she's making, the I guess the fearlessness out there. You can just imagine over time as some of the skill and
right.
the savvy lines up, where she is going to be a player to watch for this Florida Future
She's
squad.
got the motor and the quickness already. That those are the things that it starts with, you know. You get a kid that doesn't have a motor, that doesn't have, a lot of natural ability. Well, not much you can do with that.
Yeah.
She's got those two things. She's going to be able to round out everything else. But you're not going to have to teach effort with that kid. And heck, Florida Future has a whole other roster full of 2019s, 2020s down on court 2 playing over there as we speak.
Head coaches for BC's finest, Frank Koenig and Darren Johnson on the Florida Future Elite side. Head coach Jamie Oughton, assistant coach Robert Giles. Cookies still on one end. Henderson left it short, but Curry's such a great, to me, Curry, not the same player, but plays a similar role to, I want to say, Stephanie Paul.
Stephanie Paul, that's right. University of Georgia signee.
Running the floor, picking up the loose change off the glass. High level of activity. Paul may be a little bit more active around the perimeter in that mid-range area, but still able to bridge some of that gap by Paul no longer being on the squad, moving on. Dollywall, that shot partially blocked. Out into Henderson. Henderson sort of sizing things up.
Jeez. She kind of rocked him to sleep right there. You know, kind of stopped, rocked to the left, and then went right back right and finished it.
Because that move even kind of caught Coach, I'm going to assume that's Coach Darren Johnson right there for BC's Finest, him along with Coach Koenig.
Yeah.
You know, there are certain things where you can say, hey, beat her to the spot. Hey, move your feet. Hey, do this. That play, not much you can really say other than, you know, good move. 12-point game now.
Yeah, but to finish that thought on Curry, I agree, and I think Curry subbed out just a moment ago. She does, no, she's still out there. Number, what is that, 13?
Yep.
13 in green. Similar role. Now, Curry's not quite to the level of impact that Paul was last year. I mean, let's face it. I mean, Paul was top 50 player in the country. She could do it all.
She was their Draymond Green last year.
Man, no question. She could facilitate, rebound, block shots, be the enforcer, hit threes. Curry's got some of that in her. She's going to have to continue to grow and develop. But she'll play an important piece for Florida Future the rest of this travel season.
Henderson. Jumper too strong there by Gordon. Gordon fighting to wrestle it away. So end of the third quarter. We send you to the break there with this nice move and finish. Another one for Destiny Henderson. Putting together a nice reel. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is going to start with the turnover for Florida Future Elite. BC's Finest will bring it across, facing a 12-point gap. Marcus Burnett joined by Jonathan Hemingway. Forsyth has that one poked away. Curry got a hand on it. Now here's Outen. Outen has that denied. Nice defense there by Tavia Rao.
Once again, talking about Curry, she was out there on that ball screen defense and helped create that turnover. And that's going to be an area for Forsyth on that high ball screen area, being able to turn the corner.
Yeah.
You know, versus pressure, tighten up that handle a little bit.
Dollywall met with a strong forearm there by Curry. Strength against strength right there. Now here's Forsyth. Back to Dollywall. The steal, scoop and score. Bethany Brunson. Dollywall call for the illegal screen is Hemi. I sort of sensed the call coming. That last possession or last sequence was pretty physical all around. And not in a bad way, but I could sense an official's call coming at the slightest inch of a foul, just to kind of make sure order's maintained.
Yeah, personally, I dislike that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's either call the hand checking or let that little bit of offensive, you know, I don't like that. We constantly punish offense all the time, you know, with the refereeing like that. But I'll get off my soapbox for the moment. That's my opinion.
All right,
That's all I have to say about that.
You'll tag me and I'll step up on it. I totally agree with you. You know, college coaches are here to see these kids play. You've done a good job of making it consistent, letting them play with the, hand checking certain things on both ways. So let's just keep it going. Curry has that one knocked away. Giles will pull it back up top. Under 6 minutes remaining here in the contest. The take by Henderson.
Good ball screen offense right there.
Dollywall met by Giles.
But, that's a part of playing the game. You've got to adjust to the style, and if you're a ball handler and they've got those arms and those hands on you, you've got to be able to tighten up, not expose the ball, be able to run your action, and use that defense's aggressiveness against you.
Yeah.
And give Florida Future credit, on the same way. They have used their quickness to their advantage and doing a fine job of pressuring and creating havoc on the defensive end.
They are up by 14 as we approach the 5-minute mark. Now Custodio will guard Henderson. Henderson met by Dollywall, leaves that shot short. Good defense by Dollywall. Now back up top to Alton. Henderson calls for it in the corner. Alton was ready to make that move along the baseline. Got her feet going before she had brought it in all the way. Loses it out of bounds. Dollywall has been playing so hard, but this Florida Future Elite defense has been non-stop throughout this game.
Boy, and the thing about it is once you make a mistake on one end, they're like shot out of a cannon going back in the other direction.
No kidding.
Come on, guys. Work as a team, talk as a team.
Free throw in and out there for Brunson.
Good high-low action. Very good. Great example there of taking what the defense is doing and then flipping it. They fronted the post. They put the ball in the corner. You get what we call a seal out of the lane, put the ball on top, make the high-low feed, and finish.
Pearson with the finish. .12-point game. As you hear chants from the British Columbia coaching staff saying, stay with her. Much easier said than done when you look at the personnel out there on the floor for Florida Future right now between Henderson, Giles, and Alton, just sort of moving the ball around, and good luck staying in front of them to either try and get a 5 count or get a turnover. Lead now 14. BC's fine. He's trying to get on a good foot here.
I got to take back what I said a lot earlier there about the illegal screen. That very well could have been an illegal screen, but he made it up and called the hand check right there, so I appreciate that,
Yeah.
Mr. Official.
Alden goes to the deck to get it. Jump ball call. Coach Giles is trying to get the timeout. Pass too hot for Dollywall. Now her and Curry, they've been going at it all game. That matchup not for the faint at heart. Fine is trying to be aggressive and go for the steal.
Hey, watch back, watch back. Come on, Jamie, you gotta go for steals. You gotta go for steals, bro. Tavia, that's too soft. Good job,
Giles the assist, Henderson with the lay-in. Custodio. Surprised we haven't seen more three-point attempts from her throughout the course of this game. 1 for 2 on three-point attempts.
The pressure there by the Future just makes it so tough. You know, they're almost daring BC's finest to slash to the rim, when in reality,
You got Curry and Giles waiting on you there.
Yeah, and you know, BC Elite has some guys that can put it on the deck, but that's not really their strength.
Triple there for number 5. That's Sarah Knowles. Jumping in the lane there was Tavia Rao. Second foul under 2 minutes, so that will send Alden to the free throw line. She misses. Alicia Curry gets the rebound, and they'll throw it back out and run a little bit more clock.
Future have been at this for a while, showing their veteran, showing just how veteran and experienced that they are. Understand, just a minute 20 left, up 13. Let's go ahead and run some clock.
Yeah.
And when you got 3 guards like Henderson, Alton, and Giles, you can afford to do this and not really worry about losing momentum.
Yeah, sort of a late game version of the easy button right now. It's so hard to stay in front of and stick with. Can't get a 5 count. Good handles taking care of the ball.
Oh,
just as I say that,
yeah.
Dollywall snatches it away. Coast to coast finish. Nice work there by Sienna Lenz. BC's finest. Fighting like they always do. Continuing to fight. 31.5 seconds remaining in the contest. 39-50 is your score. Henderson fouled on the play. She'll go to the line for a free throw.
Let's go! Get him go, Samuel, get him go! Get your feet ready, Samuel.
Under 10 seconds left to play now. .point game, 5.6 remaining. Gordon will bring it across the timeline. And that is going to do it. Florida Future Elite able to pick up a showcase game win over BC's finest. Thanks for watching SUV TV. One more championship game up next. The West Virginia Thunder Johnson taking on Tennessee Extreme Hunt.